got to kick a lot of ass. That was kind of cool.
There's quite a bit of physicality to your role. Did you enjoy getting in shape for the role, other than not being able to eat cookies?
I went and did 4 months of training before we started shooting. 4 months of physical training. I was out of shape, but I wasn't in shape, that's for sure. And I wanted, look at the book. The front cover of the book is a guy with his torso out and his muscles out, so I have to try and stick somewhat similar to that. Originally we discussed having Jace quite big, quite bulky, quite butch. And I was like, actually, I don't see him as that. I see him as a rock star. I see him like lean, but lanky. Sort of like Brad Pitt-esque in Fight Club. That was the old Brad Pitt in Snatch. Was always my brief that I was going for in my mind. And it's hard work. Terrible. She's awful. She's a terrible girl. No, she's lovely. It's been spoken about in the past. We do have chemistry. Like, it was there from the get-go, and that's really important for a movie. And having that connection with somebody is also makes work really fun. So we just had a great time together, and I'm just super stoked that I got to make some really, really good friends on this job. If you look at the current climate, particularly in film industry, and the way that everything works, studios need to be able to make films that have bankable box office, right? So if you can make a film that has a pre-existing fan base, and you know that they're going to go and watch that, then that sort of money-wise makes sense. To me, financially and in business sense, that makes sense. And with me being English as well, it doesn't hinder the process of being in fancy films. My friends to me and my family to me are the most important thing in my life. I like to go home and do nothing. My friends don't care who it is that I've been on set with. My friends don't care who I've been hanging out with, as long as I'm there with them, and they wait for me, and that's incredible.
After being involved in a franchise of this size, your fame is going to increase exponentially. Are you concerned that you won't be able to have that kind of privacy that you used to have?
I'd be lying if I said that, throughout this process, the fact that people keep telling me about this possible impending success hasn't affected me in some way. But I'm still going to be me. I'm still going to do whatever the flame I like. And that's who I am. If someone doesn't like it, fine, stick it. With acting, you go into a room and you see people that you know. So there is that competitive element, naturally. But would I ever let it get in the way of my friends? No. I mean, but to be honest with you, my closest friend, my friends that I grew up with, none of them are actors. I have my best friends are people that I've known since I was 8 years old. They're like scientists and they're at university doing masters and doctors and stuff. So, for me, I don't have to compete with them because there is no way in hell that I could be a brain surgeon. Not that I don't want to comment, it's just I don't really want to talk about anything like that,